Orlando, Florida, 1994. It's 105 degrees in the shade, and Ireland are losing 2-0 to Mexico.
And it's a long, long way back for the Republic of Ireland now.
It wasn't so much the sun, it was the humidity on top of it. It was really close, and the sweat was pumping out. They were used to the heat. They were used to the humidity.
Desperate to try and change the game, striker John Aldridge is ready to come on as a sub.
I went to go on, and the fourth official put his hand across me and said, basically, you're going nowhere. Which I couldn't understand.
Confusion between the officials over the substitution paperwork meant Aldridge wasn't allowed on.
With 10 men on the pitch, put 2-0 down in this humidity, in this heat, I lost the plot. And then the words came out, species, teas, they all come out.
I've sworn a few times. Right, what bad words haven't I said yet? Oh, there's another curse. Even Gordon Ramsay watching it would go, that's too much swearing.
Words came out that I didn't even know I had in my vocabulary, you know. I completely lost it. I was nearly fighting with him.
He'll be off before he's on if he's not careful. I can understand his frustration. He wants to get involved in the action. But this isn't doing him any good.
Poor Jack, he got involved. They fined him $12,500. When I seen it, I just had to put my head in my hands and thought, oh no, you know, when you make a blunder like that, you don't want all the world to see it, you know, on a vast number, billions upon billions of people.
Aldridge is ready to go. That's the understatement of the day.
It was just pure football and pure man from the British Isles abroad going mental on a holiday. It was great.
At number 12, it's one of football's most tragic stories.
For me, the most shocking moment, it was a real shame for Baggio.
I think people remember that more than how good he was.
No, it isn't the most ridiculous ponytail in football history, although that was pretty shocking. It's Baggio's other World Cup blunder. Every World Cup has its star player, and in the USA in 1994, that man was Roberto Baggio.
Baggio in '94 is the standout figure.
Roberto Baggio!
He scored 5 goals in 3 knockout games.
Baggio! Still Baggio! He's gone wide!
It was all about Baggio. It was a one-man show, and he was absolutely on fire.
He dragged Italy kicking and screaming to the World Cup final. He was amazing that year, and you thought, this is it. It's tailor-made for him.
And so, when the final went to penalties, it was Baggio who had the chance to be the biggest hero in Italian football when he stepped up to take the final penalty of the shootout.
And all the pressure now on Roberto Baggio, who has to score.
When he stepped up to take a penalty, you just feel like it's a given he's going to score.
The man who really has brought the team to the final now has to save them. And it's over the top. Brazil have won the World Cup of 1994.
He sort of popped his pitching wedge on and I looked up at the sky and just leant back and just hoofed it over.
He fired it over the top. In fact, I think that ball's still travelling.
Italy's greatest player for decades misses the most important kick of his career.
But what a way to lose.
I suppose in some way serves him right from that ludicrous sort of rat of a ponytail.
What's the first World Cup you really remember?
Italia 90.
Oh yeah, Gaza, Lineker, Klinsmann, Pavarotti,
And Massing.
who?
Benjamin Massing, the man with the amazing tackle.
Cameroon made a big impression on the World Cup in the opening game of Italia 90.
Cameroon were a very physical side, very strong.
And they had some very, very tough players, as Argentina found out.
They had a carefully thought out tactical plan to deal with the reigning champions. They'd knock 7 bells out of them. First, midfielder Connor Biek was sent off for kicking Caniggia. Then his brother bulldozed a winning goal.
Oh, man, Biek! Oh, he scored!
They even tried to take out Argentina's fans.
Did it actually strike somebody? I think it probably did.
But most shocking of all was the World Cup's most perfectly synchronised foul, starring Man Mountain Benjamin Massing. Well, it was GBH, really.
Koundé pulls out of the challenge. Not a good one by Ndeep. Referee allows him to go on. Terrible challenge by Massing. Take me out!
Caniggia, like a young, innocent gazelle, sort of sprinting down the wing, giving Argentina half a chance of an equaliser. One Cameroon player just flies across, just misses it.
But Massing didn't.
And he just clattered into him.
There's a boot flying off, it feels like there's landmines going off everywhere.
Do you really want to hurt me?
And then he gets up and goes. Aside of the dancing at the corner flag, they were pure evil.
We're into the top 10, but what will be our most shocking moment of the World Cup?
Maradona!
This wasn't fair. Dad, this isn't fair. Why is this happening?
It was a full projectile gob.
Blackguard spat on Voller as he walked past him.
I could have just put my foot through the TV.
Look at that. Does he just wink there?
Peter, which country has had the most World Cup defeats?
Mexico.
The most draws?
Germany and Italy.
The most wins?
Brazil.
Which country has gone out on penalties more than any other?
Is that a trick question?
Penalties are what a way to decide like the fate of a team's World Cup.
In 1990, England went out on penalties because they weren't very good at them. In 1998, they went out because they weren't very good at them and hadn't practiced them. But in the 2006 quarter-final against Portugal, things were different because we had players who were good at them and we'd practiced them.
You see Frank Lampard step up and you have the kind of confidence, you look down the rest of the list and think, OK, where are the potential misses going to come from?
Oh, he saved it!
Well, him for one.
That's a shocker. Because even West Ham fans wanted him to score.
Next, Liverpool's penalty ace Steven Gerrard missed. Still, Jamie Carragher, who was only brought on to take a pen, scored. Oh wait, no he didn't, he had to retake it. And he missed. The only reason we managed to score one was because Bayern Munich's Owen Hargreaves had spent 7 years playing in Germany.
He's done it! Portugal are through, and England are out of the World Cup.
I hope they lost sleep. I do hope they lost sleep in them multi-million-pound bedroom swans.
England had failed again, but at least they'd set a new record. Most penalties saved in a World Cup shootout. Good work, boys. John Terry and England were going home, but he did find the time to congratulate clubmate Paulo Ferreira and maybe ask where his wife was. Was it bad luck? Was it bad technique? Or can we somehow blame the Wags?
Get the worst players to take them. That's what you need to do. Get the worst players to take penalties, yeah? Because history proves that the best players always miss.